Adama Sanogo leads the Chicago Bulls in scoring as the Bulls sit their starters and eventually lose to the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to talk about all and more, but first, we got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. That being said, let's go ahead and get into this game. And this was a more entertaining game than what I initially thought it was going to be coming into it. I think it's important for the young players to really get a lot of minutes. We got a lot of looks at guys that we had not seen up now into the preseason, mainly Adama Sanogo, who plays 33 minutes for the Chicago Bulls, leading the Chicago Bulls in minutes in this game, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers for the big man as well. It's a really good game for Adama Sanogo and really good way to continue to build his confidence and for him to hopefully wake up somebody on that coaching staff, somebody in that organization to say he deserves to play some NBA minutes. And most of this game, he was up against Brook Lopez. He was up against starting caliber NBA players. Brook Lopez, who played 25 minutes in this game. You also had Bobby Portis, who played in this game as well. He played 21 minutes. So it wasn't like Adama Sanogo was out there playing against second, third stringers, anything like that. He actually was playing against starters in the NBA. And you could tell at the beginning of the game, adjusting to the size, he got his shot stuffed a couple of times in that first quarter of the game. But for anybody who's been interested in calling for Billy Donovan and this Bulls team to use Adama Sanogo at some point on the next level, this was a good game to really look to see what Adama Sanogo could look like against actual NBA competition. And one of the reasons why I was surprised that Billy Donovan hadn't played Adama up until this point, because Billy was the one before training camp to say that he wants to see what Adama can look like being against NBA caliber competition. And he just hasn't played him up into this game. So if anything else, I really like the fact that Adama Sanogo got the opportunity to show what he could bring, and he performed pretty damn well in that as well. Outside of Adama, who led the Bulls in scoring with 16, we also had 15 from Matas Bucilis coming off the bench in 22 minutes. Shooting was weird today. Now, I love that he was aggressive, took 13 shots, hit 5 of those. Not a terrible percentage, not great. He went 3 of 9 from three-point line as well. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 fouls for Matas Bucilis in this game. A lot of those coming against Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. I love that Matas Bucilis did not back down. He doesn't have an ounce of quit in his bones, right? And you got to appreciate that about the young player, with the fact that he just doesn't back down. He doesn't back down at all. And so got to love to see that as well from Matas Bucilis. THT, again, another really good performance for him later in this game. 18 minutes played, 4 of 10, 15 points from him, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. I think it's pretty safe to say that Talen Horton-Tucker is going to get that final roster spot. Ernest Batum, who started this game and played 28 minutes, only goes 2 of 9 from the field, 5 points. He never looked like he was in rhythm out there. He did get 5 rebounds and 2 steals, but other than that, it really wasn't anything impressive from Adama Sanogo. Chris Duarte, 4 for 8, shooting from the field, 2 of 6 from three-point range. He took 8 shots to get 10 points. I don't know what else to say about that one. You also had Julian Phillips, who set basically the second half of this game. He only played 12 minutes in this game. He ended up having a nasty fall, getting a bruise, a rib contusion or something there. So the medical staff played it really safe with him. Didn't play in the second half of this game, but he does go 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from three-point line for 10 points as well. But Julian Phillips, I think he shows that he was ready. And overall, you got to see a lot of the young Bulls. We got to see some plays from players that we didn't get to see a whole lot of over preseason. EJ Liddell played 21 minutes. He had 6 rebounds. He had a really nice block in this game as well with 6 points. Kenny Lofton Jr. went 1 of 3 in his 15 minutes. We got to see the ball-headed hoe Javon Carter for 9 minutes as well. DJ Stewart for 18. And overall, it just kind of is what it is, man. It just kind of is what it is. And so this was a game that, like I said, more entertaining than what I initially thought it was, especially in the first half. The fourth quarter was atrocious, though. it seemed like both teams were just ready to get up out of there. But throughout most of this game, I would say it was a pretty interesting game to watch. So, it is what it is when it comes down to it. And this is a game, and the Bulls made it out this game. They're now 1-2 so far on the preseason. They play again on Wednesday, which is going to be the debut of Lonzo Ball. I don't know how much the starters are going to play in that game. Maybe with Lonzo being out there, they want to take a look at more of their starters overall in it. Did I talk about Josh Giddey? I don't know if I did. 12 points, 4-9 for Josh Giddey. He went 3 of 4 from three-point range, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 turnovers from Josh Giddey. But Josh Giddey still seems like he's not all the way in rhythm. Does seem like he's starting to understand where the players that he's playing with like their passes to be delivered and things like that, which is really good, especially from your starting point guard. But Josh Giddey just hasn't been all the way in rhythm throughout most of this preseason. He does have plays and series and stretches where he's in rhythm, but throughout a full game so far, he just hasn't looked like that. It's part of the reason he was the only starter still to stay in this game for the Bulls, because Billy Donovan wanted to continue to see him get in rhythm. But it is what it is. It'll come across when it comes across. I think that's just the way to look at it with this one. So, it is what it is when it comes down to it. So, good game. Solid game, I'll say, from the standpoint of the expectations coming into a game like this. And, just is what it is when it comes down to it. Rick Ortiz says, good game. Not even mad we lost. I'm more happy that the young players got to play real minutes. That's the biggest thing. And that is the biggest win in this, right? Preseason games, I'm not necessarily looking at the win-loss record or who you beat or who you not or anything like that. Like, it's about the process, right? It's about the work that you're putting in, about getting in reps. What are you working on specifically in your game? Things like that. That's what I want to see from players in preseason. And I'll say that the Bulls did a pretty good job at getting those young guys reps. And the young guys did a pretty good job of performing, considering that we didn't play our starters, but the Milwaukee Bucks in this game were playing like this was a regular season game. Giannis playing 23 minutes. Brook Lopez playing 25 minutes. Dame Lillard playing 27 minutes. Bobby Porter's 21 minutes. So we got to see a lot. Pat Connaughton with 16 minutes. We got to see a lot of their actual rotation in this game. And for the Bulls to lose this one by 4, considering that, I'm not too mad at it when it comes down to it. All I got to say is this game is going to define the season. This game is really going to define the season when we go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Did you see the physical play? I say you're looking too deep into preseason, but we'll see. We'll see. Love the new intro music, Haize. Appreciate that, little Bulls fan. Xavier Garcia. Glad we took Dalen over him at least. Over who? They were giving it to Josh Giddey tonight. Yeah, I mean, listen, they were. I don't know. Maybe that was part of their game plan, is to rough up Josh Giddey a little bit to see how he dealt with it. Maybe that was the game plan. I'm not going to say that EJ Liddell did perfect, but he made some key plays with the minutes that he got. Oh, listen, EJ Liddell made some plays out there. Offensively, didn't do much of anything. But I do say that I will say that he made some heads up plays out there for sure. And it'll be interesting to see him in the G League this upcoming year. Giannis has such a good feel for the game, really makes P. Will's lack of aggression stand out. A lot of people are saying that. Brazil Popular, stop sleeping on Sanogo. A lot of people need to stop sleeping on Adama Sanogo, because I think that the size and the length that Adama Sanogo has, with the physicality that he brings to the game, I just look at Adama Sanogo as a player that I think, again, I'm not saying he's going to be a starter level player or anything like that, but I do think that Adama Sanogo could be a really good big bench big for you. I just think that he can be that. So this game was horrible. I got to disagree there. I'm overseeing Duarte. He can sit down. Yeah, Chris Duarte's done. He's cooked. Loki just wants Sanogo to have the final roster spot. I don't care about THT. I know he's been solid, though. I mean, he has been solid. But, I mean, what you're saying is that size, right? You're prioritizing size, which the Bulls could need. And I can see that. I think the thing, though, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, right? Because much like you, I agree. I think Sanogo is ready for some rotational minutes in the NBA level. But keep in mind, in keeping him on a two-way deal, they maintain the ability to send him down to the G League to make sure he's getting minutes instead of traveling with the Bulls and maybe just not getting a lot of minutes. You still need minutes to develop. I do think that at some point there's a cap in how much you can develop in the G League, especially when you're performing at a certain level down there. But maybe that's their thought process behind it, right? Is that we're going to leave him on a two-way contract because we don't know if we'll have consistent minutes for him. At least we can give him those consistent minutes if he's down there playing in the G League. Vern says, "What up, fam? I don't know why Adama doesn't receive time on the NBA level rather than being stashed in the G League." I mean, you got to ask that. You got to ask that question, and I think that's a fair question to ask. Okay, I'm convinced Taylor Horton Tucker gets the last roster spot. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's pretty much a certainty that's going to happen. In my opinion, waive OB, sign THT, and give Kenny Lofton Jr. the two-way. That very well could be what they do. Very well could be what they do. I can't defend Batum anymore. He's not even the shadow of what he used to be. I mean, he hasn't looked good out there. He's coming off an ankle injury from the Olympics. Yeah, we know he's coming off an ankle injury, and that's why he got to ramp up, right? Julian becoming one of my favorite players. Him and Terry were switching between Lillard and Giannis, which is big for our defensive potential. Facts, right? And the Bulls, who are going to need defensive stoppers, they're going to need point of attack defenders, and they're going to need players that can shoot three-pointers. That's why I really do think that Julian Phillips is destined to get some minutes for this Bulls team this year. I definitely think that. The third quarter was a problem. They're going to have to work on it. I mean, listen, the starters weren't out there. Most of our rotational pieces weren't out there. Smash the like button for our boy. Hit that like button, by the way. Happy for my shorties. 30 wins over exceed my expectations. As long as everybody healthy and improving, I would say that's a W this year. That's from Bulls Daily. I think a lot of people are going to agree with you on that one. There's going to be some people that disagree. There are some Bulls fans that really think this team can win 40 games. I don't know where the 40 games are coming from, but hey, we'll see. We'll see. Shy Made 22 says smash that like button. What's good, Haize? I'm looking forward to seeing Lonzo next game. A lot of Bulls fans are looking forward to that. It's probably going to want to be probably our biggest live stream of the preseason so far because people are going to be tuning in. That's both Bulls fans and non-Bulls fans. A lot of people around the basketball world are going to be interested to see what Lonzo Ball looks like in his first game back in 2 years, over 2 years, right? And we'll see. Bulls Daily says, let's get to 100 likes. Let's get it. Even though we lost by 4, I count this as a win since our bench almost beat their starters. They had to turn it up in the second half of the game, their starters for a reason in the NBA level. So it is what it is. Adama's shot is so slow. If he gets a quicker shot and headset consistently, he hits it consistently. He could be more than just a bench player. I mean, listen. We'll see. Like I said before many times, I've learned not to put caps on players, but I think in what Adama's shooting is not something that you're going to necessarily look for him to get off a lot at the NBA level. But I think the physicality is something that definitely can translate. Curtis Brown asks, if we by chance make the playoffs, Sanogo would not be eligible being on a two-way. That is absolutely correct. They would have to convert him to a full contract before then. THC can get the roster spot, but I hope they flip Craig for some seconds or something and open a roster spot to move Sanogo up sometime during the season. You got to think though. You got to get a player back though, because you have to match salary, so they can't just get seconds back during the season. Now, if it was the off season, that's different. So unless it's a non-guaranteed deal or something like that. Is it me or does Gary Trent Jr. have the face that you just want to put? Whoa, how we get to offending on why we got to violate Gary Trent Jr.? Sanogo got dark skin energy from that. What the Bulls definitely need much. T-Bell, lay off the crack, brother. Like for once, put the crack down. Like I say this as somebody who really does care for you. Put the fucking crack down, bro. Like stop it. Just stop. Lay off the drugs, lay off the fentanyl, just lay it all down, walk away from it. Like your daddy walked away from you and make a better choice. Make a better choice, bro. Make a better choice. Wait, was Duarte trashed in the second half? Absolutely, he was trashed in the second half. In the second half of the game, Chris Duarte, let's pull it up, went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3-point range. He didn't register a single stat, not a single stat in the second half of the game. Chris Duarte was absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. Ain't nothing wrong with Adama being a good bench player. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Does Lofton deserve a spot on the roster? No. No. Not at all. Folks talking about dark skin energy. That's crazy. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. It's wild, bro. It's wild, man. I've been trying to get him off them drugs for the last 2 years. He don't listen. I don't know, bro. I really like our bench piece. Yeah, I mean, listen, we got a deep team. Now, we got a deep team as far as players that can play roles. The question is how much can they play and exceed above those roles to help the Bulls extend further? That's the question that lies here for this team heading into next season. And that's the answer that we really won't have until it develops over the course of the season. We still got questions in the starting lineup. Can Kobe and Josh Giddey get on the same page? Those type of things, right? That's what we're hoping for. Sanogo looks like he should have played for South Sudan this summer. Is he from Sudan? Is he's Nigerian, isn't he? Stop racially profiling my boy. Because I don't think he's from Sudan. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Hold on. He grew up in Mali. He's what? Your dad was a set, so he chose Jesus over you. That's crazy, TBO. That's wild. I think we should do Vooch, Duarte, Craig for no. Come on now. Here we go with the trade. Are we doing trade ideas already? Oh my God, y'all make my head hurt. If DT continues to get better at his playmaking and running the floor, I honestly think he could be Josh Giddey's role. I can see them position battling, and it's not going to happen. He's not nearly the caliber of the player, and the Bulls see him more as a wing defender than running the offense. He's a player that can do some passing, but he's not nearly the playmaker that Josh Giddey is. So no, there's going to be no battle there. None. I know about us being a bench mob too. I don't know is probably what you mean. I do see us being baby Bulls 2.0 when it comes to this bench. We very well could. Very well could. Man, this team trash. We have one good player in Levine and all. No, you're thinking trash. Yeah, B minor is a good name for you because that explains your brain capacity and development. It's still at the level of a minor. Like really, it's still at the level of a minor. Stop trying to break down basketball. It's not good for you. Just let it go. Giddey would look better off the bench. No, he wouldn't. What the fuck? Y'all, it's the third fucking preseason game. It's the third preseason game. It's the third preseason game. God damn it. We're three preseason games in. 3 preseason games in, and this is already where we're at. What the fuck? What? Maybe some of y'all need to do crack. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the lack of crack. Maybe some of y'all need to do cocaine. Maybe that would help your brain get a little bit more active. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe cocaine is the answer. Maybe TBO is on to something. The fuck? Motherfucker, what? Come on, man. It's 3 preseason games, bro. Do we know when Lonzo is going to come back? Yes, he's coming back Wednesday against the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. Minnesota Timberwolves. Y'all keep playing around Petty Rose. I'm trying, bro. I'm really trying. I'm really fighting it right now, bro. I'm really fighting. It's 3 preseason games in, man. Bro, y'all going Haize in this stream saying crazy shit like this. He tired, bro. This is my 10th episode today. I'm tired. And y'all, come on, man. What are we doing, bro? I know it's only preseason, but P will still look lost out too many times. Are you concerned? Same story each year. I mean, yeah. I'd admit there is a little bit of of concern that this is going to be the same thing that we've seen from P. Will every single year. And which, except for his rookie year, P. Will has lost his starting position every single year his other 3 years in the league. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. Now, I've been concerned about players before. Joakim Noah had a terrible preseason one year and it ended up being one of his better years, right? So, I try to keep all that in perspective and let the story of the season tell me what the story of the season is going to be and watch it develop in real time. But yeah, there's definitely some signs for concern there. Fitness messing up Bulls community bad, man. Bad, bro. Like preseason petty. That's, man, I'm trying, bro. I'm really trying my best, man. I'm fighting for my life here, man. Some of these comments, man, I just be like, hey, what? We should feel blessed to be able to watch NBA with our team, even messing around, no pressure, just tank, laughing, fun. Listen, we just gonna have fun. We just gonna have fun. Been saying Sanogo deserves a chance since last year and the Vooch decline. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people have been saying that. I think this team is actually going to be fun to watch. Yeah. Oh, listen, I really do think that this team is going to have a fun brand of offense. I think that. I think this is going to be a more fun team to watch. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win more games, but I do think that they will be a fun team to watch. I definitely do think that. I agree with that. These are the comments you get when folks' mama mix the cane with the baby formula. That's crazy. That's wild. I only smoke Black and Milds now. From the crack? You went from crack to Black and Milds? I mean, shout out to you, my boy. Y'all motherfuckers need to touch grass or something. Y'all say the most dumbest. Hey, man. P. Willie is great, though. He definitely going to be a 22 point per game player. My G, stop. TBO, you have a greater chance at smoking cocaine, smashing Cassie, Tiana Taylor, Tiana Trump, and the Virgin Mary all in the same night than Patrick Williams averaging 22 points per game. I'm just saying that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Bro, Modest, Julian, and DT got me excited as a Bulls fan. Watching them grow together will be nice to watch. I agree. Listen, the fact that we have a young core again, it's been a really long time that we've had a young core that actually fits together, right? Like we had it technically with Wendell and Laurie and Kobe and Zach LaVine and, that team that came in. Like we had a young core technically, but it was a young core that didn't really fit together. Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips are starting to develop that same type of chemistry we saw early in the career of Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu. That type of thing is really growing there. And so, you love to see that. And that's really what this whole point of going younger with this roster was. Curtis says, I'd be okay if the Bulls waive and stretch Carter's contract and bring in THT for a spark, scoring off the bench and Kenny Frost. They're not going to waive and stretch because why put yourself in a financial position like that, especially where you don't have a lot of cap space. So I don't see them doing that. I think Javon Carter's contract is up, next year? Maybe next year, but I don't see them doing it with 2 years left on this contract. Javon Carter versus Chris Duarte, 1-on-1. Who's winning? No, Javon Carter for sure. Javon Carter. Terrible third quarter, but at least they continue the pace and high shot attempts, but some bad drives and getting stuck in the air turnovers. Let me take a look at the Bulls real quick. Let's look at the advanced stats. Let's see. How are the Bulls today? So they had an offensive rating of 99.5. Terrible. That's terrible. A defensive rating of 105.8. That's not too bad, honestly. The Bulls had a true shooting percentage of 51%. That's not good at all as a true shooting percentage at all. I want to be clear there. We went 3 of 7 on fast break attempts. That's not going to cut it either. 19 to 35 in the paint for 54%. That's solid. I like that a lot. And we went 7 of 11 on second chance points for 63%. I like that. I like those analytics for the Bulls. And to keep in mind, this is with players so a lot of these guys aren't going to be part of the actual rotation. So you got to look at that aspect of it as well. Shaman Hayes, what do you think your bald headed hoe gonna do this season? He's not my bald headed hoe. That's AK's bald headed hoe and nothing. Serious question: are the preseason refs rookies and bench refs like players are, or were they just shit tonight? No, those were actual refs. Yeah, those are actual refs. If Giddey continues to be more consistent at shooting threes, how much does it open up the offense, especially if what Zach said is true? He's really happy to be here now. Listen, if Josh Giddey, I've said this many times before, with Josh Giddey's ability to create open looks, with his ability to drive to the lane, which he's good at as well, if he just becomes a league average shooter where you have to respect his three-point shot, that opens up so much for Josh Giddey in the future. It just does. So, I hope that Josh Giddey can continue the progression. He does seem like he's taken it like the last few years. He's gotten better three-point shooting each of the last 2 years. And it does look like that thing could be going in the same direction again. So let's hope that that's the case. Let's hope that that's the case. Yeah, when will teams start to acknowledge if Giddey's making threes, maybe next step to open up the offense? Yeah, definitely could be. Definitely could be. I tell you this: if Peter Patton fixes Giddey and or modest jump shot, give that motherfucker a raise. Absolutely, sign him to a lifelong contract right now. Sign him to a lifelong contract right now. I definitely think we're gonna win 45. Shut the fuck up. Listen, TBO, shut up, bro. Please. Like, stop trying to troll. Stop trying to get attention. You watch enough basketball to where you can form an actual basketball opinion. Bro, please stop. Just stop. Not today. Not today. It's been a long day. I've recorded a lot of episodes. Like, this is like my 5th episode just on Chicago Bulls Central. My boy, cut the shit. Cut the shit. Go and touch a titty. Please. Please go. If you get you some pussy, my guy, I swear to God, you won't think about coming in YouTube comments trolling. Go, please. Go get you some coochie, my boy. Please. I don't care if you got to pay for it. I can Venmo you $25 right now. Please stop it. Just stop. Just stop it, bro. Shut the fuck up. I love you to death, but shut the fuck up for the rest of the night. If you ain't got nothing to actually add to the conversation, just go watch porn and eat some popcorn. Please. Just go do that. Just shut up. Just stop it. Just stop. Just stop the dumb shit. Come on. Come on. You are Petty Roosevelt almost just came out. And what are we doing? It's the 3rd preseason game. There's no reason to see Petty Roosevelt this early in the season. There's no reason for it. Stop. Touch some grass. Go sit down. Find a movie. And go jack off with razor blades. Go do something fun. Go play in traffic. Don't play here. Don't play here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Is Cooper Flag on y'all draft war? Yes, absolutely. But we ain't going to be lucky enough to get him. We're not going to be lucky enough to get him. Come on, man. Giddey should do something with that haircut. He ain't never going to cut his hair. Shout out to Ricky Fontaine in the building. Haven't seen you around for a while, man. Off topic, but still basketball. Who do you want to see in the WNBA finals? WNBA finals are going. You mean win the WNBA? Come on, Vern. Type the full sentence out, my boy. Lions of don't care about nothing but money. Bulls and Sox are doomed. Stop, hey, the Bulls gonna win some games though, y'all haters. No, nigga, we just tired of your shit. Shut the fuck up, please. Just for the love of God, for all things in Chicago Bulls lore and history, TBO, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's okay. Shutting up is free, bro. We'll have multiple players at the All-Star game. Modest in the dunk contest. I own the skills challenge. Kobe in the three-point contest. Zach and Giddey in the All-Star. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I swear to God, I don't. I don't get paid enough for this shit. The fuck wrong with y'all, man? What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? What are we doing here? What is happening in this chat tonight? Why? Why? Jay Allen says, see red. Jesus. Oh my God. Man, y'all stupid tonight. Like, Jesus. Man. Y'all done made this man take off his hat. Listen, I'm just hey man, sitting here in Brisbane listening to you, mate. You got my vote. I like how you roll. Just thought I'd blow some wind up your ass. I appreciate it. Jesus Christ, man. Oh man, we all should feel that way. This is Chicago. We're not competitive. Oh man, that is crazy, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's crazy. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Ain't no point in this at all, man. Like, that shit's crazy, bro. That, like, I did not realize that being Bulls fans has ruined that many people's brain cells. Like it's really ruined y'all brain cells. Just like Christopher Columbus rant. Never mind. That was gonna be a cancelable joke. That was gonna be a cancelable joke. That's what that was gonna be. That was gonna be a joke that could have got me canceled. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm done. I'm just gonna shut up. Go shut up. I said, no, you did not. Win was not in what you wrote at all, bro. I don't give a shit who wins the WNBA finals. It's been a really good series so far. The playoffs for the WNBA have been really good. I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins. We gonna watch from the beginning, but the comments had to go to live. Man, listen, man. I don't know what's going on with these people for him. Jesus Christ, man. This is crazy. You think tonight is bad? Wait till Wednesday when all the Ball family D writers get in this live. It's going to be methodology straight from the crack pipe. And oh, that's a fact. Don't let Lonzo Ball score 10 points. They're going to be like, oh my God, Lonzo's back to being the franchise player he never was. Oh my God, Lonzo should start. Oh, you can't start him because he can't play back-to-backs and his knee could fall off. It's oh my Jesus. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's wild. All right, y'all. I love you guys, man. Make sure you guys stay in tune with us. You can follow us at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, and some of y'all need Jesus. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace.
Of the Break Media.